Welcome back, you guys. So today I am here at the Bike Museum with my daughter, Lulu, and we are going to be installing a 130-year-old cedar onto these walls. Do you remember the people that made all this wood? I didn't tell you that yet, did I? Didn't. It was a Doukhobor built barn, so Russian immigrants, 130 years ago. Probably all hand split, beautiful stuff. We should take a look at it. So as you guys can see, we've got these roughly 20-foot long planks. The widest ones are already on the wall. I did that last week. But we got one side that looks pretty nice. It's a little bit weathered. The other side, where it was up against things or had the opportunity for bugs to make little holes, looks like that. So that's the side we're putting against the wall. It's mostly like that. So we got a couple of things we're going to do today. I think we'll try and get a few rows of this stuff up on the wall, but I also want to do something about these plugs. And what I'm thinking is we will do some sort of a mitered box with some of this old wood. That should be interesting. So yeah, it's going to be a fun day. Lou's going to get to use the nail gun for the first time, the 3-inch one. That should be exciting. We'll be doing a lot of stuff. Anyways, let's get right to it. I cannot overstate how dangerous this tool is. It will put a 3-inch pointy piece of steel in your body instantly. So, also, the safety glasses are really important. See these little wire strips that hold the nails together? Those can go flying off sometimes. I've had them hit me in the eye in my more careless days. As long as this thing is not pushed down, as long as that's not pushed down, this thing isn't going to fire if you pull the trigger. As soon as you depress the safety on there, as soon as you depress that, now the trigger shoots. The other thing that it can do is if you hold the trigger down, it shoots, which is even more fun. So first one, just hold it. Second one, try the bump fire. But what you need to watch out for is if you're still holding the trigger down, you can keep firing. Okay. Right? That's part of the technique, is to bump fire. Okay. Okay, you ready for this?
Put it down first.
Yeah, put it down.
You like that?
Yeah, pull the trigger.
Double.
Yeah.
Okay, now put.
Okay.
Haha.
Okay, try the single again. Try the single. See if you can fire only one.
Wait. There we go.
Yeah, you just got to be a little quicker.
That one is clean.
Yeah. So never walk around with your finger on the trigger. There has probably been many, many thousands of people who have put nails into their thighs. Yeah. Do you feel power? Okay, so the first thing everybody asks, what did you ask?
Can you like fire it like a gun?
Yeah, well, not safely, but it can be done. So you got to pull this part of the safety back and then fire it. So we're going to do that because, everyone needs to know if it can be done. We'll fire it at this unfinished wall. Okay. It can be done. They don't go out in a straight line and stick into the wall though. They kind of spiral. So yeah, there they are. None of them stuck into the wall. But now you know. I was wrong. One of them did go into the wall. That went right in. Okay, so this has been a tricky job because as you can see, nothing here is straight, right? Like we have a 3/4 inch difference here. And often, from the top of the boards, it can be varying at least 2 inches because of the wane and the way the grain splits. So what I've been doing is setting up my laser level and getting a consistent reveal. So in this case, you can see the line is lower than like the lowest nail or the lowest part of the board right here. It goes to right here. So we just need to be lower than this line. And that's how I keep a semi-consistent reveal on the bottom. And I've just been making sure the grain looks level on the boards. So now that we have that set up, we can start picking our width board and do a course. Yep. Okay, next thing we need to do is power plane the bottom of some of these because they're so thick that they stick out too much. So it's a lot of work getting these to work just right. We're gonna take down this fat edge right here. Wait, what did you learn in high school?
You do this so that the cord doesn't go in the way.
That's smart. You taught your dad something. Okay, so there's a couple rows for you guys. How do you like working in front of the camera?
I don't mind it.
Yeah, but I think we're ready to turn the camera off and get another row or two done off camera. Yeah. Tired of your judgment. That's not bad. If you twist those too tight, they crack, so that's probably good.
Okay, sweet.
It'll look good with like a darker cover plate on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty clean look. Here's the first one we did off camera. All right, well, that's it for the day. We never did get another row up. We just worked a short day. But lots happened off camera too. It was a good day. What was your favorite thing today so far?
nail gun.
Nail gun. Yeah. Yeah, framing nailers are pretty fun. Nobody got hurt. Both her younger brother also, we did a little project with the nail gun, and he managed to not get a nail in his hand. One narrowly missed him at one point, but
I'm not surprised.
yeah. Yeah, but no, we have all our digits and there's no nails in any of them, just fingernails. Anyways, you guys, hopefully you got something out of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, hope your projects are going well, but I hope you are doing even better. Bye.